Historical facts that will challenge your sense of time. Prepare to have your sense of time challenged as we uncover 6 mind-bending historical facts. History, which appears to be a straightforward chronology of events, can sometimes challenge our understanding of time. Some text goes here. Did you know that George Washington, the first president of the United States, had no knowledge of dinosaurs? While the birth of the United States dates back more than 245 years, dinosaurs weren't discovered until much later. In the 1820s, paleontologists correctly identified the fossils as belonging to giant, extinct reptiles we now call dinosaurs. This means that Washington and his contemporaries were unfamiliar with these prehistoric creatures and may have believed in humanoid giants instead. Imagine the woolly mammoths, those huge beasts, coexisting with the ancient Egyptians who were busy building the pyramids. It may sound like a mismatch in time, but it's true. While Neanderthals hunted woolly mammoths in Europe, a small population survived on Wrangel Island off the Russian coast. These majestic creatures lived on the island until around 1700 BC, some 800 years after the Great Pyramid of Giza was completed. Long before the Roman Empire, the ancient analog computer existed. The Antikythera mechanism was discovered in a shipwreck near the Greek islands. It is an amazing tool that was built in the 2nd century BC. Used to calculate eclipses, phases of the moon, and the movements of the 5 planets known at the time, it predates the emergence of the Roman Empire by centuries. This amazing invention baffled experts until the 1950s, and to this day, its originator remains a mystery. The fax machine, a technology we often associate with the modern era, has an amazing history. It was actually invented the same year that the first full-scale wagon train took off on the historic Oregon Trail. In 1843, Alexander Payne, a Scottish mechanic, patented his device, which allowed transmission of fax images over long distances. This invention appeared shortly after the telegraph, showing humanity's first steps in communication technology. Mind-boggling fact about the Great Pyramid of Giza. Cleopatra, the iconic queen of ancient Egypt, lived sooner to the construction of the pyramid than she does in our modern day. Cleopatra ruled Egypt from 51 BC until her death in 30 BC. While the construction of the pyramid complex occurred around 2580 to 2560 BC. This amazing timeline underscores the enormous age and historical significance of these ancient wonders. We often think of Tyrannosaurus rex and Stegosaurus as living in very different eras, but here's a twist. The time difference between these 2 iconic dinosaurs is actually shorter than the gap between the T-Rex and us. While the T-Rex lived about 68 to 66 million years ago,